Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Tintin. For today's video, we're doing something a little different. This isn't an interview tips video, a resume guide, or an application tutorial. Today, I simply want to share a story from my own experience working in the cruise ship industry and how much the application process has changed over the years. Everything I'm sharing is based on my personal experiences and observations. Every cruise line and every agency has its own process, so your experience may be different from mine. If you've been working on a cruise ship for a long time, you might relate to this story. And if you're planning to apply for first contract, this video will give you an idea of how things used to be compared to today. So let's get started. Sometimes I look at how convenient it is to apply for a cruise ship job today, and I cannot help but remember how different it was when I first applied. Back then, almost everything was done face to face. There were no online interviews, no Zoom, no Microsoft Teams, no Google Meet. If an agency invited you for an interview, you had to go to their office in person. Some applicants even travel from different provinces, spending money on transportation, food, and sometimes even hotel accommodation just for the opportunity to attend an interview. Today, technology has made the process much easier. Most interviews are now conducted online. You can stay at home, prepare your documents, dress professionally, and attend the interview using your phone or laptop. It saves so much time, money, and effort. One thing I really miss about the old process was how quickly we received the interview results. After the interview, agency will usually post the names of the successful applicants on a bulletin board outside their office. It was such an exciting moment. Everyone will gather around looking for their names. If you found your name on the list, you already knew you had passed. There was no waiting for weeks or months wondering what happened. Right away, the agency will explain your next steps, your medical examination, training, visa application, and all the other requirements you needed to complete before joining the cruise ship. Nowadays, based on what I've seen and reading on social media, many applicants have to wait weeks or even months before they find out whether they passed the interview. I know every company has a different recruitment process, but I can imagine how stressful that waiting period must be. Sometimes, waiting for the result is even harder than the interview itself. Another big difference was the airfare. Back then, especially for gratuity-based positions like waiters, bartenders, cabin stewards, we had to pay for our own airline ticket to join the ship. Imagine getting hired but still needing to save enough money for your flight before you could even start earning. Today, many cruise lines provide the airfare for their crew members. I think that's a huge advantage, especially for first-time applicants. The same was true for the US C1B visa. When I applied, we paid for our own visa application and processing fees. It was another expense before starting our first contract. Today, many cruise lines or agencies cover those costs depending on the company. That takes a big financial burden off for new applicants. I also like to talk about joining schedules. Personally, I was fortunate because I never experienced a delayed joining. Before I even finish my current contract, my supervisor will already tell me where my next assignment will be or when I was expected to return. If my vacation was supposed to be 2 months, it usually stayed at 2 months. Of course, I'm only speaking from my own experience. I'm not saying delays never happen to anyone else. One possible reason, and this is just my opinion, is that because we paid for our own airline tickets back then, once our joining date was confirmed, the schedule usually stayed the same. Today, Many cruise companies arrange and pay for crew flights, and there are more factors that can affect joining dates, such as flight availability, operational changes, and scheduling adjustments. Another thing I've noticed recently is that I see more people on social media saying they got hired even without previous hospitality experience. First of all, congratulations to them. That's an amazing opportunity. But if you ask for my opinion, I still believe that experience is extremely valuable, not just to get hired, but to survive on board. Life on a cruise ship is not easy. The working hours are long. The environment is fast paced. There is pressure almost every day, and you'll meet guests from all over the world. Having experience in hotels, restaurant, bars, housekeeping, or customer service helps prepare you for those challenges. Can someone succeed without experience? Absolutely. Some people are given that opportunity and they prove themselves. But if you have the chance to gain relevant experience before applying, I still recommend doing it. It will make you transition to ship life much easier. When I compare the past and the present, I don't think one generation has it easier than the other. Back then, we spent more money. We paid for our airfare. We paid for our US visa. We traveled to agencies for face to face interviews. But we usually receive our interview results quickly. And in my personal experience, I never had a delayed joining. Today, the application process is much more convenient. Interviews are online. Many companies provide airfare and visa assistance, but the competition is much stronger because applicants from all over the world can apply more easily. And for some people, the waiting time for interview results or joining dates can be much longer. Every generation had faced different challenges. There is no perfect time to apply. The important thing is to prepare yourself, improve your skills, and stay patient through the process. Everyone's journey is different. Now, I'd like to hear from you if you've been working on a cruise ship for many years. What are some things you remember that were very different compared today? Share your experience in the comments below. And if you're a first time applicant, I hope this story gave you a better understanding of how the industry has changed over the years. If you'd like me to make more story time videos about cruise ship experience, funny moments, challenges, and lessons I've learned on board, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss my future uploads. And if you need help creating a professional cruise ship resume that stands out to recruiters, feel free to message me. I'd be happy to help. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe, everyone.